What is up, Fish Fam? I'm Dan from Michigan Aquatics, and today is Fish Talk Friday. Now, I know I've been doing stuff about mice, but that doesn't mean fish is gonna end, because my name, after all, is Michigan Aquatics, meaning I do aquatics. But I will be making a second channel for all of my animal stuff to go on very, very soon. But you can see there's frost on the ground. It is currently fall. Alright, it's almost Halloween. It's almost time for my Halloween special. I still have no ideas for the Halloween special, so I need some help with that. But today for Fish Talk Friday, we're going to be talking about the most cheap cichlid, but one of my all-time favorite cichlids. Do you guys know what that is? That is the Convict cichlid. Yes, the Convict cichlid. My two convicts, they're named Felony and Misdemeanor. I don't know where Misdemeanor is, because they're a pair of hard fight machines, let me tell you. Cheap in store, but one of the most aggressive cichlids you can possibly keep. If two little tiny fish can take over half of a tank from a jaguar cichlid that is twice to 3 times the size of them, then they've got to be insane. Where are they? Now they're hiding. They were just out and about, and now they're defending this area again. They dug out this little area under here to lay eggs and stuff. They're probably not going to lay eggs. They've been doing this for a while, and then they just give up on guarding it, and the catfish ends up eating it. Darn fish. I mean, their hole is nothing compared to what my jaguar digs, but she's for the next Fish Friday. But Frank, I don't know. You guys want to see... Dang it, I can't get a good hold on this thing. Do you guys want to see a Fish Talk Friday about Frank next? Or Clarice? Or a fish of your choice. That's how Fish Tank Friday is going to work. Fish Talk Friday is going to work by you guys choosing fish for me to talk about, because I know about just about all of them. But anyway, Convict cichlids. You can buy them for half an inch long or an inch long. You can buy them for about 99 cents. Very, very cheap. The reason they're so cheap, though, you know, I bought these guys for $3 when they were about the size of a $half. That's just a little smaller than they are now. I bought each of these guys for $3. So overall, I spent $6 that day on buying fish, which is pretty good for 2 awesome cichlids. The only problem with them is the reason that they're so cheap is because they're so aggressive, as you're about to see. Fending off my jag. I have no idea where my jag just went to. Oh, she's hiding back there from them. See there? She's tempted by them. They know they don't have to attack her. They attack her all the time, though. She'll eventually come back out and try to come over here, and they'll attack her, and then she'll go back over there, and she'll come back. It's a never-ending cycle. They attack the peacock, too. But that's actually a good fight. The jag used to fight back really good with them, but she don't anymore. These guys are just too insane. But another reason they're so cheap is because they breed like mice. Okay, you'll put them in a tank all alone, just convict cichlids, nothing else, and they will breed and they will make more convict cichlids in the store. And if you don't feed them, they'll eat their own babies. So they'll just continue to grow, and you'll continue to raise the prices on them. Like at my Pets Plus video, they just set the price at $3, and they had convicts in there this long that Frank could eat like 20 of them. That's not a good price for convicts. Convicts should be a little less money than that at that small. But, you know. I know it's hard to tell on camera. Not too hard to tell on camera, but she has extremely vibrant and beautiful blues, gray blues, yellows, oranges. She has all of the colors. The females are the colorful ones. And that's why a lot of people buy them, because they look very colorful in the stores. Now, a lot of people don't want to buy them when they watch videos of them. And because, well, they're a starter cichlid, and who wants starter cichlids, you know? You already got through your starter cichlid phase. You don't want starter cichlids. You want to look like the big boy, and you want to have big boy cichlids like these guys. Trust me, these fish are big boys. They just don't get very big. They're one of the best cichlids to keep with jaguar cichlids because they're aggressive enough to hold their own and take over half a tank. As a matter of fact, my dad's buddy used to have a pair of Convicts in a 120 with 2 jaguars, a breeding pair of jags, and forgot what else. Oh, there comes the Synodontis. He hasn't been out in a while. He comes out sometimes, but a breeding pair of Menagoense jaguars, and then a breeding pair of Convicts. Convicts took over half the tank and pushed the rest of the cichlids over to that side of the tank, which ultimately got ripped up, and a disease went through the tank, so everything got killed except for what? The Convicts, because they're hardy as heck. It's almost impossible to kill convict cichlids. I mean, it can still happen, but if a disease runs through the tank, if any fish is going to survive, it's going to be these things. You can put a pair of them in a 1-gallon bowl. I don't say do it, but you can put a pair of them in a 1-gallon bowl. They'll breed and live off of their own young. They will too. Trust me. My buddy Pat, he's 70 years old, just about 70, 69. He's one of my biggest influences for fish. And he told me a story that he had a tank of convicts, and they just kept breeding, so he was trying to get rid of all of them. So he started by putting 2 of them in a 1-gallon bowl and waiting for them to die because he didn't want to just kill them. And they never died. They lived off of their own children that they made. They had 50 babies, and they ate them, and they continuously did that until they eventually died because Pat dumped out the bowl. Insane. These fish are just insane. I love them. They're one of my favorite cichlids, and for any starter cichlid keepers, not starter cichlid keepers, if you don't want to start with starter cichlids, you don't know where you're at, because these are literally some of my favorite cichlids. I mean, the jag might be right above them, and of course, Frank the peacock bass is my #1, but these guys, there's a reason I bought them, because they're just so cool. The males don't get extremely large. They get about 8 inches long at the largest, and the females get to 5.5 to 6 inches. I've done a whole video on 90-gallon stocking with convict cichlids. You can go check that out. It's on my channel. While you're there, you should hit that subscribe button, as well as that notification bell, so you can be notified for the next Fish Talk Friday. You can see my male has really long streamers on his fins. That's one of the factors I like about them. As well as, when you're buying them, you're not really going to be able to tell male from female too well if you're buying them at 1/2 inch long, because up until they hit sexual maturity, which can be 6 months to 4 weeks, it really don't matter. Until they hit sexual maturity, they can change their gender. Now, I'm pretty sure these guys have hit sexual maturity, being they've been in several breeding modes. So, I did end up with exactly what I thought I had, which was a male and a female. See, pushing that jag all the way back to where she belongs. Far away from here. Come on, focus! Oh, and now you focus. The fight's over, and now you focus. Whatever. They're just a beautiful species of cichlid to keep, and they're the easiest cichlid to breed, the easiest fish to breed other than guppies and mollies, of course. And they're an awesome thing to stock with. Their stripes are absolutely stunning. When they're young, I used to call them the 9-stripe gang, because they had 9 stripes, but they gained a stripe ever since they called them the 9-stripe gang. So now, they're the 10-stripe gang. Felony and misdemeanor. It's perfect. Everyone's got these Oscars thinking they're so mean, so awesome, and kill everything in your tank. That's what some people think. Same thing with Jack Dempsey's. I'll make a video on them if you want to. But these things will push Oscars out of territories. They're not very aggressive. That's why mine died. The jag actually killed him, though. So, they're a perfect cichlid for 30 gallons and larger as well. Like I said, they can go with larger fish for tank mates. A lot of people think, oh, I'll have a pair of them and put them with smaller fish than them because they have a small mouth. And they're not that aggressive. No, you get a pair of them, you put them in with a whole bunch of mollies and stuff. They're going to tear them apart. This video is basically for the people that were at one point thinking about convict cichlids, but never decided to buy them. And if you are thinking about convict cichlids right now, definitely buy them. I haven't regretted a single moment of me owning Convict cichlids. Go on, Nala. Run free. And it's not going to focus. Focus. There you go. Focus, focus. For feeding, these guys will eat anything you feed them, but I recommend a mixed diet of pellets, baby feeders, like really small guppies and stuff, brine shrimp, mysis shrimp, and bloodworms. All sorts of stuff. They'll love it. Especially pellets. They love their pellets. They love the usual food I feed them to get their full diet. I feed them these cubes here. I've just started feeding them. This is a combination of bloodworms, brine shrimp, and mysis shrimp by omega-1. And it gets their nutritional balance in for the day. Instead of just eating brine shrimp like they used to, now they have a mixed diet of both. They also love a variety of smaller bugs. If you go outside and you find a little bug, you can pick it up and put it in your tank. And convicts will eat it. You know, just make sure it goes in the flow of the filter so it sort of sinks a little bit so they can know it's a food item and not just debris in the tank. So, look at you. You're hungry. You're hungry, Clarice. Why are you so hungry? I'm not going to fully melt these down so you guys can see what Frank... You guys are about to see why I have to melt these down, okay? Ready? Sorry, I didn't pause that. Jag ate one whole, and Peacock ate one whole. Now there's no more food. There's just a little bit that's falling. Frank actually might have gotten both of them. But that's why I always have to melt them down all the way. Some of you are probably wondering, but Frank, when he gets the chance, he'll eat both of the cubes as soon as they drop in there. No one else will get any food. But it's okay this morning because these guys really don't need nothing else to eat. And this peacock bass needs to grow anyway. Little brine shrimps and bloodworms aren't good enough. So just eat the whole cube, buddy. You're good. Anyway, you guys, that's all for this video. Thank you for tuning in to Fish Talk Friday. Please leave a like on this video. It'll mean a lot to me. Also, hit that subscribe button down below. And right next to it, it's right there. Just hit that bell. You'll be notified. It'll ring. And you'll hear it. You'll be able to catch my other videos like other Fish Talk Fridays. Do not worry, though. My mouse that I bought yesterday is doing perfectly fine. Other than that, I'll do more videos on him. Comment down below what videos you want to see me do, and I will do them. What do you want me to buy? This tank right here needs some stocking in it. Mr. Savage here is a little bit lonely, and Henry is just not happy for some reason, and I put that goldfish in there for him to chase it around, and it's just become leader of the tank, basically. Other than that, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Fish on. Quick look at the 3-gallon. You got a goldfish in here. You got some ghost shrimp. Henry's up there in the corner. He's not happy. But now is the time. See y'all in my next video. Fish on.